everybody, and welcome to another episode of Charismatic Mystery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it changed, transformed, and we're playing the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG. Everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight on bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. But with me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Lady Lyria, our half of a Magus, played by Jules. Hello, welcome.
It's time to murder another parent.
Woo! Martia, Cheshlu Warlock, played by Cookie. Hello, welcome.
Hello. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I shall do this anyway.
Yes, because you must. Next up, Devastani, our tiefling bard, played by Adriano. Hello.
I will be angry because I must.
And Saturday.
No, you're just having a face, Nix.
Oh no.
Going through second puberty.
Not a face.
Jivkos, our undead paladin, played by Weevu. Hello, welcome.
They shall get what they deserve.
Strong. What happened last time, gang?
I shall say so.
Oh. Get a cookie.
Right, and I shall do this seriously because this is serious.
Cookie
You see how it
TM.
was last. Yeah, this is serious time.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the word Jiv causes weapon across the chess battlefield with Nix's hearts for violence and victory. You step once more into the ring. This time, however, the type of combat is one that you're far more comfortable with. There's also the added bonus for the white pieces decided to fight with you. Let's go! You try to target the black king to see if you can cut off the head of the snake. But the pawn sacrifices himself. They're like, you know how like you have goalies like going no, and just like football like that, going like no, but they can't speak because they're chess pieces.
Exactly.
And they have no mouths. Anyway, you discovered that the bishops can heal, and with that knowledge, we are making sure to end the black bishop as fast as possible. Sound kind of racist. Once the white bishop becomes your best friend. The black queen turns you out to be quite scary, but when Elia goes up to challenge her for the title of ultimate queen on this board, Elia wins. All in all, a very dramatic battle. White takes the crown.
Yay!
Woo! Drago expresses his unhappiness with your untraditional win, but you tell him, "Suck it, kid, you won anyway." That was written. I did not add that. That was written. I'm merely fulfilling my part as the narrator. Jivkos realizes how little he has taken care of his equipment and makes it know that he has to visit the smith shop at one point and perhaps a shower as well. But he didn't get it from me.
You know, one step at a time.
Yeah, one sentiment is clear. Is that you're playing their game, their means the hags, which are bitches, rather than our game, which is not good. And we need to find a way to turn tables. You talk about where to go next, and how to approach this problem. Drago chimes in again to taunt us, and Nix, being the PC boy that he is, has had enough, and starts to threaten him like in a super not chill way. It's super effective and super weird, but Drago's tactical mind is worked for our advantage. The fact is that when postulates that the traps and the rooms are meant to hurt you and waste our resources. However, there must be some point of weakness that would force him out, like the standish he values. By the way, why can't he use? He points out for the traps. Why postulate?
Because I like synonyms. Alright.
Fine. You go ahead.
I hope you learn English.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you 5 points of that in like English
Thank
lessons.
you. Thank
You. Yeah.
you. My English hard.
But thank you for expanding my English vocabulary.
There you go.
It's very, very much an educational sort.
I will make it immaculate.
Anyway, we're getting off track. This is a serious time. We take stock of our current state, and we agree that we need a short rest because, damn it. During it, Hamatia asked Nix what he would do if Morganta uses an orphan as an active ritual. Falling back on previous experiences, Nix easily responds that he would just revive the child, so Nix has no problem killing children. Nyx questions Hamartia's lack of anger and passion, but Hamartia seeks redemption and freedom, not revenge and violence. All war violence is a cool part. Lyra bless out she doesn't want the Nyx she loves to die with the hags. An interesting conversation about the ends justify the means or not commences. Irius hits hard with the wisdom, but Nyx must be better in his coping mechanism or risk being led astray by it, like Irius was. Despite Illyria's tears and adamant promises, Nyx cloaks himself with his edgy fury cape. Right.
I can fix him.
I can fix it. Okay, let's go. This is serious time!
Yes, very serious. Yes, carry on seriousness.
One
serious.
point for Team Tama, animals talk to us because this is cool, and in this particular scenario, Hamada is persuaded to go talk to a giant fucking ghost toad in the garden. On our way, we do notice a teenager boy doing some woodworking in the Vanada above us, just chilling there, doing some work, some unpaid child labor, just perfectly ethical things that hags tend to do.
Yes, of course.
Hamatia calls out the toad, not calls out the toad for like a fight. So hands toad, and for the first time, the toad responds. It invites us to gain 3 sage advices in return for a correct answer to 3 simple riddles. The riddles are, and you can probably guess them at home, but I will do my best toad voice.
But this is what the
This is
advice
advice,
was,
yeah.
not the actual riddle.
Yeah, these are the best advices, right.
Okay.
And I will do my best Bexxy toad impression. Haste makes waste. Best to look, especially under the chests. All clouds bring not rain. Some painted smiles bring pain. The treasure never lies forever underneath the tree. Many hands make the digging light work. Bark down the lone autumn tree. That was my Bexxy toad impression.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
We discussed what this could possibly mean. Morganfa appears in the back door because she's had enough of our shit, and she's like telling us to throw hands with her. We're like, wait, bitch! And she's like, nah, fuck you! And she closes the door. And we decided to look for the 2 chests that we have found so far and look back at the clues that we found. Back to the tower in the hallway game room, back to the lower hallway in the game room. On an initial glance, we can't find anything in the game room chest. But the one that looks like a mini produces a floating sword that goes to attack. So we're in combat, let's fucking go!
God.
See, that was a perfectly serious...
Yeah, for sure.
Perfectly.
Good job.
Thank you. This is like... I think this was like one of my most cohesive ones, by the way.
I mean, I've heard more cohesive ones, okay, from you.
Yeah.
But you're rusty, that's okay.
Yeah, it's above average. I said it's above average.
You know what, I will have to agree with that. Considering what I've heard, what I've seen.
That's not like you're traumatized.
Hey, you were like, hey, we would like you to join the Frostmark session. You're such an immersive player.
Okay, here we go. There's not much to say for this session intro, nor is there any time to say it. A gleaming sword tumbles out of the mimic sculpture chest as Illyria flips it. Instead of behaving like an object should, it takes flight, hovering in mid-air and immediately goes to strike Illyria. That's a 19 to hit.
That misses.
Alright, despite being very surprised, and as indeed the sword goes to slice you, you definitely dodge out of the way. Let's roll some initiative.
Move us first.
Yeah, we're on the wrong screen.
Everything was so smooth until that point. There we go.
It's still very smooth.
Thank you.
Right, now to check whether this initiative works.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yes,
Select
roll
your
initiative.
person first.
Let's go! Neat.
Mine, I used the thing, but it did not add it to the tracker. Sorry.
I mean, it
That's
works
okay.
for me.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think you remember to highlight your token before you press.
Oh,
that.
that might be why.
Yeah, you have to select your token first.
Oh,
But
sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. There will be
Well, you
more
learn.
chances for you to roll initiative, I promise.
Oh.
Okay. Have everybody finished? Okay, okay. Next, top of the round. What do you want to do?
I'm all the way down on the other side of the chest. Do I hear
Yeah, you
anyone?
hear Illyria's basically shout of surprise.
Okay, but I can't see anything from where I am. I look and see her like focusing to the west, presumably. And I look to Jivkos and say, "Something's up. Killing's afoot."
Let us strike first.
And I'm just gonna like run here. First, I don't see anything. As I like looking around the corner, I still don't think I see anything.
You can make a perception intelligence if you want to, but that will be like an action in this regard because it's pretty hard to see.
Well, it's more about like it would make no difference at this point because like from where I am, there's no ability to attack at this point. But I see Hamatia and Illyria and Irius at least engaging as I rush forward northwards. And let's see what I can do here. Oh shit. I can't see. I'm just gonna have to dash.
Okay. That's okay. Sometimes you can just dash. That's okay.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright. There in the doorway, you can clearly see the dancing sword hovering in midair. Okay? Jivkos.
Can I like shout down to Jivkos and say like, "It's a spectral weapon"?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
To reaction to that, west side of the door, Jivkos just goes straight into sort of half panic mode and is also going to dash and go. I don't know how to do the fucking. I don't know how to do the movement thing where you touch space, but yeah. Alright.
What do you mean touch space?
Like do the fucking thing where it does it at like increments to measure it.
Oh, you just as you're holding your token, just right click. And then right click again.
Oh,
Yeah. And then move it.
So I've already moved one, so that's 6 overall. And then I think I have 6 more, so
To dash?
yeah, 6. So 12 overall.
Yeah.
Dash over to here.
Okay.
Is it visible?
You basically go running, horns, forward in this fast dash as you just run towards danger, but you just can't make it all the way to get into the action, at least not yet. Hamartia!
Hamatia is going to cross her arms and blow the wing from the front of her face, looking mildly unimpressed, saying, "Look at you, you're not even the coolest sword in the room." And she's going to cast Vicious Mockery on the sword.
Don't have ears.
Does it even work on constructs?
It works on books.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, if it works on a swarm of books, it will work on this.
So it needs to make a 16 for Boja saving throw. Bears and sword.
Add sword.
I don't think swords are that composed as well.
That's a 2.
Yeah!
So the sword takes 6 passes.
If this sword could bend in mid-air, it's looking droopy.
Oh.
Right. Hamatia just arrogantly walks off into the back room and says, "You boys can get it for me, right? It's just a shitty sword." And her turn here.
Oh, actually, the sword looks droopy, but it doesn't take any damage.
Okay, that's fine. So it's immune to psychic damage.
Yes,
Also
but
disadvantage?
it will have disadvantage on its next attack. attack roll. So it still looks droopy, but it doesn't take any damage. Okay, Arius is made out of metal. Sparky, sparky, boom, boom. If you know what I mean. Shocking grasp. Done with advantage. Because it is made out of metal. Oh no. That was wrong. Okay, but 7 plus 8. Not 18. Jesus Christ. 15. Is that enough? I love fighting against myself. 15? That's not enough. And Arius makes a dwarven curse word underneath his breath. As he fails to hit the sword as it's hovering, he just quickly darts out of the way. We're in retaliation. The sword is going to try and attack Arius back, but does so with disadvantage. That's still an 18.
Woo!
And Arius AB is 17.
Wow, that's a lot for a wizard. Okay.
He has an adamantine breastplate.
He's a special.
He's rich.
Alright.
That's his superpower. And as Arius leaned forward to indeed deal some shocking grasp and missed, the sword fainted and immediately retaliating, slashing up parts of Arius' hand. Starts to bleed. Takes 4 damage. Illyria.
Illyria is going to use Martial Arcanist and attack the sword.
Okay. Attack, and then shocking grasp.
Yes.
Alright. Remember to add your penalties for doing too many things too quickly.
I am.
Good.
If I actually knew how to roll for things, that is. Actually, is the macro correct? Yikes.
That one.
Ooh! You trip on the edge of the carpet for the first attack. And you're completely thrown off balance.
Yeah, okay, I don't think that's correct either, so I need to change the macro. The next one's a 17, and for the shocking grasp.
Yes, do so with advantage.
It's a nat 20.
Oh!
Nice.
Well,
Jesus.
the sword is pretty slippery, but besides that, you capture it just in time with your rapier? Question mark? Sword against sword action.
Yes, some sword on sword action. Listen, sword on sword violence is a problem.
You blunt its edge basically, and then the shock comes where Coptic runes just stunningly brighten, going down the blade in this deep cerulean blue, and they sputter against the lightning damage, trying to withstand it. Let's roll some damage.
Alright.
Shocking grasp for you is 2d8 plus 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, right, we're doing the crit thingy.
The big boy
Plus
damage.
your normal damage.
It is a crunchy crit.
Whoa. Jeez, I can't roll my arms.
I can't roll my R's either, and it upsets me greatly.
Rar.
36 damage.
Rawr.
Illyria! How do you want to do this?
I think Illyria just kind of had enough of it. She kind of entertains the sword for a bit, gets really annoyed with herself for tripping, then gets a hit in with her rapier before just grabbing it with her other hand as she casts Shocking Grasp, and, hopefully it stops flying around.
Yeah, indeed. Those Coptic runes, they sputter, trying to withstand that lightning damage, and then they all light disappear completely. The magical animation keeping this sword afloat dissipates, and it clunks down on the ground. Mildly damaged, but completely non-dangerous.
Jivkos will just have been running in fucking full speed, and then just seeing this get absolutely annihilated, just unready his weapon, and just nod at Illyria. Just, very well done.
What did it was a stupid sword?
I have my moments.
Quite the moment.
That was a little bit careless of me. I'm sorry. I really thought I could. Very well done, Illyria. You have a solid grasp of magic. And he pats you on the arm.
You can say she has a shocking grasp on the magic.
God damn it, Havardia.
This just looks confused.
That was witty.
That was witty.
What happened here? We just heard a scream. What's going on?
Magical sword.
Oh, yes, I clearly I saw Illyria decimate the sword in true Illyria style, but did you find it under the chest or something?
I think it was in the chest, right?
Yeah, you saw something gleaming in that. There's a little bit of an the lid is somewhat open, giving space for all these tentacle sculpture things to come out, and you saw something gleaming, but you didn't investigate. But then when you flipped the chest, it came flying out and animated.
Yeah.
Bolek. God. Wow! You're so cool! Can you teach me how to do that?
I could, but first we need to get you away from the hags.
Hags? Like in the fairy tales?
Hmm.
Wow! I am a damsel in distress in a hag's house.
That's nowhere near as good as you think it is.
Oh, exciting! Please save me. And then can we go riding off into the sunset on a white unicorn?
I unfortunately don't have a unicorn.
Aww. Well, could I ride on your shoulders? At least.
That we can do.
Yeah!
My god. Was that what we were meaning to find under a chest? The sword?
I hope not, because I just broke it.
We can check under the chest now. I think all tops were disarmed.
There was nothing underneath ours in many aspects.
Is the sword on the ground, like it just deactivated, or is it destroyed?
It is a little bit blunted, but mostly the magic that was indeed animating it has run out of energy, and therefore it's just a sword on the ground.
Yeah, it looks like a regular sword. It doesn't look any fancy or anything like that.
It's a saber to be exact, but other than the uncharged Coptic runes that goes, along the edge of the sword, not really.
Is this frog trying to trick us?
Are there any other chests that we have yet to uncover? Was there one in your room, Hamatia?
There was supposed to be a chest in my room, but seems my dear sisters has confiscated it.
Well, maybe either there must be another chest, right? Because otherwise, why would the toad say that? Did you do a good job of investigating yours? I mean, I have a bit of an academic background. If you want to, I can try to take a look of yours.
If you take a look, we turned it upside down, inside out, but maybe there is a compartment we did not see.
We also took away the rug and looked at the floor.
Wait, did we flip this chest over?
Well, it is currently flipped over.
It is currently flipped over, but we haven't investigated yet.
It has kind of like skidded into the corner here and is, upside down, standing against this closet.
Did you guys take a look then?
Not yet, considering a flying sword attacked me.
Understandable. Shall we?
Indeed.
I think I have a handle of this. If Illyria, would you please help me?
Of course.
And Arius, if you guys let him, is going to do a thorough investigation of the chest and the area.
Chivkos just steps back. He's not. He's slightly scared of another sword appearing as well.
Ooh. He rolls a 25, and indeed he goes into this. Basically, he falls back on some of his academic rigor, and his approach is very. It's slow, but very thorough. And after 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so of like knocking at every side, like smelling it, tasting it, like
Licks
checking
chest.
for hollow sounds at any point, it goes for all surfaces, and anything he can think about, he sits back and he goes, nothing. Absolutely nothing. A very piece made of art. A little bit macabre, but well made.
I want to do that same sort of test with the one below, by the chessboard.
I can certainly try. I'm not gonna lie. It wakes something within me. It reminds me of my days at university when I first. And he goes off, like, talking a little bit about his past and his time in the university.
Illyria just kind of follows along to help him if he needs help.
Yeah.
And she just kind of rolls her eyes hearing him talk about university.
Because he, you have been a part, you know how the university, behaves, and you have been in, like, the basic scientific process class.
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
basically using you as his assistant.
Illyria doesn't like it much, but she's not gonna complain.
Yeah. And are we gonna roll again? Okay.
Get out.
And after another 5 minutes of knocking, sniffing, tasting, listening, he goes, "Oh, this one has a false bottom, can't you see? Like right here,
yeah.
in the lock, and here there's a hidden button, don't you see?
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely,
because if you push this
absolutely.
one, the levers and the cogs that are right here moves in a counterclockwise fashion, and then when you should press there and just give it a little bit of a push down, it should be a spring that unloads." And
Oh yeah,
you do this.
how could anybody have missed this?
Anybody has what?
And he pushes down on like the false bottom that springs loose and just becomes like a board in his hand that he moves to the side. And both of you look down onto a very shallow compartment that is basically the true bottom of this chest. And you see a very strange golden wand.
So, can you figure out what that one does?
Maybe. his eyes are like up into his eyebrows. He seems very excited about this find. No, I can't already use that a bit. It's something that is intrinsic to me, and I can only do it once per day. I'm sorry.
It's okay, old man. I know when my duty is required.
Did you call him an old man?
Well, he seems to be running out of energy, so no problems here, Arias. Hand it over to me. I figure it out.
Illyria just kind of looks between the two, trying to figure out what the fuck's that about all of a sudden.
I think I am the old man here.
Right.
I'm just middle-aged for a dwarf, really.
Which is pretty fucking old for most of us.
I'm proud of how old I am, okay? It's an achievement.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You too,
Good for you.
I guess.
I don't want to be this old.
I'll take the one from Arius and begin casting Identify.
Alright.
Hold still. Or stay put, guys. Just cross-checking some things in my book.
Jivkos is going to keep his eye on the blade just in case the cat reappears.
Mhm.
He's scared of that cat.
Hamatia is going to look for any sort of weird shenanigans involving invisible cats or cats that may steal weapons.
Yeah.
Both of you are like, no cats will get past me. Okay. There we go. That's how it looks.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, that looks like a rave.
Nick doesn't know what it is yet, but Adrian certainly does.
It kind of looks like I want to lick it,
scares me.
honestly. I
As
don't
I
know why
said,
it looks
a
nice.
very odd looking.
Oh
Adrian knows, and that scares me.
Oh no, Nix is gonna enjoy it.
Oh,
no.
that makes it sound very sexual.
No!
Whoa.
It's that kind of
Is it-
rod,
is it
okay?
That kind of one?
Well, I mean, it has a certain shaft. No, just saying.
I don't think even Nick's can fit.
It's.
I think, you know what? I think I know what it is, too.
I believe it as a cast Identify. I believe it is a wand of wonders.
It is.
It is
Oh,
indeed.
no, I have
Wait,
no
that's a
idea.
wand of wonders?
Yeah, what is this? You're leaving cooking me out.
It's basically like wild magic in a wand.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And indeed, after 10 minutes of restlessness, waiting for Nyx to finish his investigation, his magical investigation, indeed, this is what you discover about it.
Wonderful.
I had some inclination. I heard about it a couple of times, but this one here is a wand of randomness, shall we say. There are many possibilities that this wand can achieve, but it's up to random chance about what comes out of it. On the whole, it can be considered an offensive wand, but you never know exactly what's going to come out. It can be simply butterflies, or a poof of air, or it could be a massive bolt of lightning, or a fireball. I mean, it's random.
Oh,
It
that
is a wand
sounds,
of chance.
Indeed.
that sounds like fun. Can I have it?
I mean, sure.
I will use it when the need arises, obviously.
It has 7 charges, so it's only, temporary. It's not going to last you forever. So, when it's near the end of its life, you will feel that it regains its powers at the sunrise, but there's a chance that the dawn light might crumble it to dust and become
So-
destroyed.
We shan't overuse it, that's what you're saying.
Oh no, use it as much as you want, I suppose. I mean, given it's quite a risky role, shall we say. There is a potential for you to suffer some side effects, or you could save the day. That is what this wand is purposely built for. The gods will decide.
I see.
Interesting piece of a magical artifact. So much power, yet so unpredictable. I don't like it.
Neither.
I'm all for it. I mean, we're looking for an edge, and in dire circumstances, maybe this will
It
actually
could give
save
us
the
an
day.
edge as much as it could, doom us.
Yeah, but if you're doomed anyway, you can only do well. You know what I mean?
I'm of the mindset that if we are here finding tools to give us any sort of upper hand, even running a risk offers some incentive. And Nyx tosses it to Hermatia.
Yes. She has that vicious smile about her as she closely inspects the one. Why does it have so many balls on it, though?
Ah, you know.
Wait.
You just need a tweak here or there. I don't know exactly why they built it this way. It's just representative of all the chaos that could come out of it. Could come out of one side or the other. It's just
Yes.
play nicely with the balls. That's what I'm saying.
I should do so. Anyway, I think we overstayed away from here. So we have one clue down. We have two other clues.
Yes.
A tree and smiles.
So we know there are portraits in the upper floor if we can go look for that. I think we should look for the tree because the tree would probably be somewhere here. An autumn tree. Now, I think of two places that has tree. One is outside and the other is in Ophalia's Britorium or whatever she calls that weird abomination of a jungle she uses.
Well, the Ophelia's Arboretum just lies across the way. Maybe we check there first.
Yes, I think that would be most prudent. Follow me, please.
You want to be teleported?
Yes,
Ye-
yes, can you like quick travel us?
Yes.
Quick time.
Uh,
Quick time event. No.
heading
Ah!
past the
Circle!
Ragu. Going past Black and then out the foyer and then round past the grand entrance. And then you go back indeed into the garden room where still several dust motes kind of dance in the air together with what else resides among it. And you indeed find those strange plants. And if you remember, there were several instances of weak schools of magic in here. There were enchantment, illusion, and evocation.
Yes. I'm looking for something that might resemble autumn.
Okay,
Yeah, that makes sense.
make me a perception intelligence.
Perception, intelligence to make sure. What the fuck is it? Too much time. Give me a moment.
You
Thank
don't
you.
need to have such performance societies, okay?
Oh, there we go. I have a Marco. Yes. Skills check. Where is it? What the fuck is
It
a
has
Marco?
been a long time, 2 weeks.
Okay, I have it. Perception intelligence, you said?
Yes.
Hiya! 15, all in all.
15. Well, there's a strange crystal, and it indeed has some very mysterious things attached to it, but there's no obvious ties to the season of autumn. The pink plant, I don't think Illyria wants to think about.
No.
But she got certain fond feelings from breathing in those spores. Once again, not really autumn, you know. The mushroom plant with like rainbows and like this sheen that constantly like spirals in a rainbow pattern. It's a mushroom, maybe. And the anemone and the coral certainly has a bit of like water kind of theme to it. So where does autumn apply there? The cacti is of course something that comes from warmer climes, so that maybe summer would be a better bet for that one. The one with blue shelf leaves, that one is the plant that most resembles a tree, even though if it's restricted by the height of the ceiling. But it's not, you know, you have no idea what the seasonal changes of this plant is if it's in currently its autumn dress or not. You don't know.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Hamatia's room, what color scheme is it?
Purple.
Okay, never mind. No, I didn't see anything that might be autumn me.
Well, we just have to keep a lookout for painting regarding clouds or something to do with a tree. Maybe a figurine or something.
I think we should check outside as well to see if we can spot a tree that might look like it. No, it never happens and we already rested, so I
Fine.
don't see
A quick
any
turn around the garden.
urgency to do so. Yes.
Where do you want to go?
We want to like scour the garden for any tree that might have like autumn palettes or autumn themes, autumn something.
Okay. Okay. Most trees in Barovia are evergreens, because indeed we are in a boreal climate. The trees that have leaves on them range in a color scheme between as green as they can be, which in Barovia is like slightly muted into yellows, to yellow, and then into full-blown orange and hints of red. And most of the birches around here are indeed in that full orangey bloom.
Nothing really autumny here, is there?
I'm unsure. It also told us to bark in some way.
So perhaps we should look for trees where we can stick our hand in, but we had one and it killed my pet. So.
Marty got.
Where did Marty go?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm like outside. Give me a moment. Whoa.
Are you gone like around the house?
Yeah, I'm looking for trees, man.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
Zooming past everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There she is. Irius goes, I'm trying to keep up my short woman legs.
She'll keep up fine.
Tree, big autumn tree. Where can we find a big autumn tree? Tree. She continues to hum this too, and it's mildly annoying.
Well, I don't think. Illyria, do you want me to move you with your ears?
Yeah, Illyria's following too, sorry.
Alright, it's okay. I'm gonna move you too.
Okay, I'm looking for any tree that might be hashtag special or like with a bark hole.
I guess we
Like-
all are.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is like a tree hunting session.
You just want to viciously mock another tree.
No, I don't. Why are you saying this?
Oh god, I'm trying to keep up, but oh boy, it is so slow.
It's okay. I'm moving you with yours.
Thank you.
Okay, so we don't see any other specialty. I think I might be a bit fixated on this. If it's like too much, maybe we should do something else.
Why are we
I mean-
looking for a tree again?
You're thinking in the right direction. The answer is within the riddle advice. Is in there.
Alright,
Many hands make the deal.
So I'm saying right now, you're not wasting time, but finding it. You know, you gotta rub some brain cells together. Keep your eyes open.
we need a lone tree and we need to dig under it. What's what we're saying, right? We need a lone tree that is alone. Is this a
Again, that boy that is up on the veranda looks down at you with curiosity, but doesn't say anything. Continues to work.
Do you have an idea, people? You're all smart folk. You're coming from various academic and noble backgrounds. Maybe you have an idea.
I very much do not.
The treasure never lies forever underneath the tree.
It is a long tree, isn't it?
Is that a tree out there?
Indeed,
Yes,
it is. It is a birch with yellow leaves.
That may be the tree
Many
it speaks
hands
of.
make the digging light work. Bark down the lone autumn tree.
I'm unsure what it means by bark. Does it mean like a dog?
Or
think-
there is bark on the ground. Can Nix peer to see if there's anything on the ground over there, or like is it like?
Make me a quick perception intelligence.
I shall do that.
Thank you.
Marty's just waiting.
It gets wet as soon as you step into the foliage there. It's like difficult terrain, and there's certainly like a squash sound as you step in, because the pond is kind of like seeping in far into the foliage. Nyx, the little island is covered again with foliage. There is a fallen tree trunk there that still has bark, and of course the tree itself has bark.
I mean, it's a single solitary tree. There seems to be some fallen bark over there. It probably means we'll have to dig into it, but consider this, it's in the middle of a pond, and how often would someone wade into a pond to go dig into a small mound of dirt?
Not often.
Well, we are looking for any tool we might find, so I think this is
Right.
very much a legit strategy, especially as the toad has proven to have legitimate knowledge.
I am willing to go out to it.
Me too. It's not the first time I get my hands dirty tending to this garden.
Sure. Off you guys go.
Yes.
I'll keep a lookout.
From Hamatia's knowledge, how deep is this pond?
For Hamartia, at worst, I don't know how often have you gone swimming. At the deepest point is probably deeper than your height.
Right, it's like 1.50 m, so.
Yeah, but it's probably not deeper than that because it's a pond. And the ground is soft.
Ham will take the slope. Do we have any drying measures?
I'm unsure, but if you wish, you may go on my shoulders.
I think over time I can help dry you up with my precipitation.
Chief Cost, please. I would love to be on your shoulders. That would be lovely.
All right, and he'll just sort of crouch down quite a bit so you're able to.
Somewhere off in the distance you can hear Bolik being sad.
Hamadi, like, giddily hops onto you. Yes!
When he stands up, you're almost like 2 meters off the ground, actually.
Holy guacamole, this is... Whoa!
You just have to be you have to be careful of his horns because they are pointing slightly backwards.
Oh, yes, he's going to, like, grab one and like... Okay, I shall grab onto your shoulders and the motorcycle.
It may be a better idea, and he'll just wade on through.
Yes, I'm riding a dragon. Let's go.
You ride Jibcos like a Harley motorcycle.
He'll just make his way over.
All right.
I'm assuming this does not look like a deep part anyway, because the water is.
No, the one that you were walking over is not particularly deep. For you, at worst, it goes up to your chest there in the middle, and then you quickly take a step up, and it's heavy because you sink down into like the sediment because this is a highly highly rich pond in life and vegetation. And so there's certainly an ordeal of having to force your footsteps to come up and out of the mud. And as long as you walk fast, it's okay. But probably standing still here is not a good idea.
Fair enough.
And it's like a heavy cleave of a step to get out of the water on top of the bank. But with Jibcos, no problem. The water should bother you, the slimy feel of all the water plants underneath, but this doesn't really feel much to you. Even the feeling of being wet is muted.
Once he gets over, he will just crouch down so Hamartia may jump off.
Thank you. Should get a mount. Wow.
I am not a horse.
I know you're not. That's what I was saying. I should get a mount.
Shut up. Well then, let's get looking. And he'll move over to the stump and attempt to take a look underneath.
Worms. An ant colony. Moss. A mushroom. Growing from the trunk in like this white, ghostly color. Otherwise, dirt and mound.
Well, they did say many hands make light work.
Okay, so we're working, alright.
Right.
Will you use your hands for this, guys?
No, she's going to use, what can she use? She's gonna use, I'm gonna use my hands, this is like...
Summon a bunch of, like, I don't know, an animal that digs.
I'm not gonna cast a third level spell.
Jivkos is just going to use his hands, but he's hoping that it'll be quite a lot easier because his are quite a lot larger.
Martia is going to spam Wind Blast to dig.
Oh, okay.
What?
If Hamartia would normally dig, I would not give Jibcos advantage. But with the wind blasts, it is going to be slightly dangerous, but advantage. Gotta be careful though. If you cast too many wind blasts here, that might mean exhaustion.
Yeah, so she won't overexert herself, but she will stop later.
You take care.
What should I roll?
This will be a pure strength. A pure brawn. Brawn.
And she go, wind blast, wind blast, wind blast.
But with advantage because of the wind blasts.
16.
Ooh. Yeah. It should bother you, you know. It's the ground is wet. The dirt is alive, teeming with different insects. You kind of burst into the ant colony home for a moment there, and there's just ants fucking everywhere. Small white larvae, you know, for their incubation halls that they have, and it's like, oh god, ants everywhere, and then, you know, you kind of push them aside into the dirt, and it's all right. There are several earthworms.
Oh, please, can you not?
And it's like it's wet, it's mold. There's so many roots. Okay.
Sorry.
It takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like digging around the roots and underneath them. And then your hand touches something hard. First you think it's a stone.
It's Nyx!
Gotta dig deeper for that.
That's quite shallow.
But then you feel like your hands is actually touching burlap.
You will attempt to sort of carve around it to make sure that it's not something. He'll make it around it to make sure he can just take it out without causing perhaps anything inside to spill.
Okay.
And then just pick it up.
Being careful. It makes it a little bit harder because it's like sitting underneath one of the roots of the autumn tree, in between the fallen log and the tree itself. Make me a dexterity check.
Straight dex.
Straight dex.
I don't.
Does anyone want to aid in this?
I mean, Hamati is the only one there, really.
Smaller hands may make lighter work with this.
Okay.
Hey?
An extra pair of hands, an extra pair of eyes, and some smaller hands.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want a Martia to roll or Jibko to roll
What?
with advantage?
I mean,
A dex check.
I don't mind really. I don't think they'll be that far apart. But you can if you want.
Hamati is pretty nimble with her feet, with her hands, actually.
Okay. With her feet. Okay.
With her feet as well, but also...
Of course, also do have points to them, like they are claws, so he might accidentally puncture the bag.
Yes, she has... Can I use my subterfuge dex for this?
No. This is
Alright.
not like picking a lock or something like you could have attempted to train towards.
I see. Okay. Okay.
This is something far more primal.
So just
the
a
dex.
pure dex. Pure dex.
A pure dex with advantage because Jibkos is helping.
Nice. Okay. Let's
He's
dex it
helpful.
up then. Okay, give me a moment, please. Okay, go on. Roll this. First roll is a 5. Second roll is a 20. Good feedback.
Whoa!
Thank God.
Oh. It was about to be, a catastrophe there, but with Jibkos helping to keep an eye from another direction, he stops you from doing something that could have definitely damaged this burlap sack before you could do it. And then slowly but certainly you excavate this moldy burlap kind of cloth, and rather than being like a sack, it's more like indeed this kind of strange, pretty porous burlap weave that is several times wrapped around two items to seem pretty heavy and hard.
Look what I got here. We should probably get this back before we unveil this.
I mean, of course.
We make a fine team, said Dragon. With your strength and my dexterity, nothing will stop us. Hopefully.
I am also fairly dexterous.
So with your strength and my wit, we'll both be a great team. I'm sure of it.
That sounds good to me. Shall we get back over?
Yes.
You'll just crouch down and let her get back on.
Get scooped!
Let her hold it so it stays out of the fucking water.
Alright.
Yeah, just head back over.
Alright, and like a submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll submarine up to the chest.
Head on back.
We have found something.
Hope it's not a dead body.
It is not the size of a body.
Perhaps it is dead body of a tiny man, and she'll present the burlap sack quite giddily.
Okay, you will open.
Alright, I'll open it. Is going to open the burlap sack.
This burlap weave. It's like falling apart in your hands, and like strands come off where it's just falling apart on its own accord. This has probably been in the ground for a very long time for this to be so eaten and molded. But eventually, after several layers, this has been wrapped with care. You have in your hands a small and thin stone tablet and a very solid glass bottle filled with a liquid that you can't see the color of because the glass bottle is a very dark green. So the liquid just appears some kind of dark color within.
Nix's eyebrow raises when a bottle gets produced.
More unknown potions.
What do you got there, Amatia?
That's a good question. Nix. Is there something on the tablet? Is there like a text or something?
Indeed, there is something written, scratched into the tablet. Make me a quick intelligence check.
Okay. 17.
Nice.
Takes you a moment to remember because it kind of like irks a part of your brain because you're like, I don't understand this writing, but I feel like I've seen it before. Fuck, weird. Primordial.
This stuff. I can read this stuff.
No, you only have Sylvan, right?
Yes.
Borean and Ancient Markish.
Yes. Oh, this is the language of spirits of this place. I think maybe it's primordial.
Right, it was on the stone slabs, right? Underneath the tree.
Yes.
Right. Arius just quickly looks to... Nix looks to Arius really quickly just to see if he wants to prove himself, if he can read Primordial. Otherwise, like, Nix, like, slowly cracks his book open once again, like, you know, I'm gonna do this, old man.
Like, he shakes his, like, head, sad.
Where did this weird rivalry come from?
and he kind of mutters underneath his breath, if only Joseph was here.
Is it? Oh my god, no!
Joseph?
Is it because...
Joseph knew how to comprehend languages.
Yeah, no, but is it
Of course,
because
that is.
Illyria was charmed by Arius for a hot minute? Is that what this is
That
about?
she
really?
just feel like a bag of sympathy.
Nix is like, it's okay, you take a break, Arius. I've got this. Again. And, gonna start casting...
Arius has to take a few steps back.
There's no need to gloat as much as that.
No, I'm just being useful. And he starts casting...
Nix, what?
Jivkos just looks at you,
What's
just like
up with
in
you?
surprise.
You've never treated Arius like that before.
I'm just doing what I can.
Okay, 10 more minutes. And Arius seems okay. He's just had to like step away from the awkwardness, and it's just like
I mean,
doing
Illyria
the
will
foliage a little bit here with one foot.
just walk up and was like, "You good?"
Yes, I am. Honestly, I'm impressed by all of you. You certainly have talents. You're great spellcasters. All three of you in your own right. Yours might be a little bit more direct, sure, but still powerful.
So are you.
I mean, I can't be the master of all magic. I'm good at what I'm doing, at what I do, but
Well,
I'm not perfect.
yes, and it's the same for me. Like,
Yes. We can't all be as charming and handsome and light and witty as our tiefling friend. It is what it is.
are you like jealous of Nyx? Envious?
What? Me? No.
Illyria kind of like, crosses her arms and like raises an eyebrow.
Says the man with presence 8 and the manipulation 10. He was not truthful. You don't need to roll empathy. But it's clear he doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh my goodness.
Illyria won't force him to talk. She just kind of gives him a sympathetic look and like a pat on the back.
It's alright. I'm going to be useful to the body. I found the wand.
You are useful.
Yes.
I can't comprehend
Yes, I am.
languages either. Or do anything that doesn't set stuff on fire.
I mean, setting stuff on fire here in Barovia is useful, so, glad to have you, and it, like, pats you back.
And Illyria's gonna give him some space.
Yeah, he's fine. He just wanted
Yeah.
to step away a little bit from the malice.
I don't understand what is happening. I'm not having like a. Why should we be rivals in places? I mean, you have your things, If Nyx has his weird bullshit going on, I have my weird bullshit going on. You have your weird bullshit going on. Jivka is. I'm sorry, my friend. You're just weird in general. We are all unique in our own weird way. Why should we antagonize each other?
Silence meets you. Yes, you stand around.
Nyx is complimenting the language, so it's like...
Yeah. Silence
He's like-
meets you.
Yeah.
For
and
8
we'll
more
gather-
minutes as you awkwardly stand around and wait.
Weird is better than boring.
Looking sometimes into the window, seeing Triska and her little friend start like preparing dinner as time hits 6 in the evening.
Oh, dinner.
And at that point, Nyx, you're able to read all languages.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm smart.
You were smart.
Smart boy.
Smart boy. A whisper.
Oh.
Next.
It's just
Next
like a
like
drowning
bullshit. I think I can say this says Hamatia is evil and we should kill her.
Oh god. Yeah. Hamachi is really Morganta.
draws
More-
blade.
Drown Hamatia. On the wind.
Ah!
And that's what you read.
I do read the thing. It reads in curious wording. Almost like another riddle. Whoever wrote this, I'm not entirely sure they were specifically telling us exactly what to do. It's like not a recipe, step 1, step 2 kind of thing. It says a warning to all. The first converters are false listeners. They have betrayed the people of the forest and the ancient land. The wind listener come to take our home in the autumn grove. We offer this gift to the huntress in the hope she casts off her chains to bring the light of day back. Dawn, a heartbeat away. Hope, a sunrise away.
This sounds like not a riddle. It sounds like a historical text almost.
Sounds like some poem.
What is this bottle that you have? Is it magical?
You're asking me because I know.
Fine. Flips to another part of the book. That's my identify on the bottle.
Okay.
Give
Another
her-
10 minutes.
I mean, we
of
could either do
awkwardly
that or we
waiting.
could just have you taste.
But in the meantime, Hamartia, make me an intelligence check.
Why?
Oh,
Because I'm
Are you
ordering you
winning?
to. Listen to
Why?
your god and do as I say.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know, this huntress and the wind listener, it sounds like it has to do with she's going to cast a puff of, make a puff of wind appear with Druidcraft, something like I assumed.
What's a false listener to you, Hamatia?
False listener, so I don't know, I think it's thinking about Morgantha. I have this weird because we know that the spirits, the one that give me these powers, they were once free, and now they're chained by the hags. It's not. So perhaps the hags are these first converters.
They have betrayed the people
That
of the
makes
forest
sense.
and the ancient land. Yes, that is true. That is what they're saying. So they're saying this script says the wind, the listener, come to take our home in the autumn grove. So is there a hag amongst you that is a wind listener, so to speak? Someone
Well,
who can hear on the
Yes,
wind?
Morgantha, mother dearest, she possesses immense powers of wind. One that I think I possess a wind from a similar source. We know that the hags are chaining the primordial beings, and we know that the first primordial being I came into contact with is a wind affiliated one, and that's how I got my wind powers. So it makes perfect sense. These beings are chained, and the hags are using them to gain their energy. Alright,
sorry, what?
it's a long story, because I'll catch you up on it.
We will explain later.
We have lots of stuff you might not believe, because
So the hags have done something with the people of the forest?
it's tough to say, but we are aware that there is a tribe of mountain people under another hag. So perhaps these people of the forest were in a similar alliance with Morgantha, and then Morgantha betrayed them.
Who would be the huntress?
Well, if I go off a hunch, I'd say it's probably a certain someone, and Hamatia will slowly eye Illyria.
No.
Make me another intelligence check.
Jivkos just a little confused.
12!
Jesus, roll better.
Well,
Roll better.
you don't remember where you heard it, but you're pretty sure that probably the huntress is not talking about Illyria. You get a feeling that there's some information in the back of your head that is saying you, maybe not.
No, it's not me. It's someone else. Who can be a fucking huntress? Who hunts people?
Who is chained? Who is trapped?
What if the huntress is the name of whatever that spirit is?
Perhaps this is something for the chained element within the ground. You know, we went underneath the ground by the big tree, and to there was where you experienced this surge of energy, Hamatia. And you said that there were 2 more.
Yes. I'm thinking very hard about this. Give me a moment. I'm checking all of my notes.
Dix, you were actually the one casting Comprehend Languages, and you were... I'm pretty sure you were translating for Nikna to Hamartia, right?
Back in the underground.
During the feast.
Yeah, I was translating. I was.
So you can also make me intelligence check.
Oh, okay. That's not gonna go very well.
Well,
Oh.
never mind. You're just a vessel.
No, I can use the inspiration for this. As Nick says a bigger thing.
Okay.
Yes, damn it! We can't open. Hamatia thinks, okay. So
Jivkos
remember,
sadly does not know much about the forest folk.
in my vision, we've seen certain things that we have to take, like from Ring, we needed to take the tongue, the hair, the opal, the stone from the mountain, and a toe from her. And those...
Okay, that you remember. You walked up to each one of them and you took 3 things from them.
Yes.
And then together with the tome, the chain broke.
Right, but did I take a liquid?
No.
What is this thing? What is the
But it was back
What is
then
the-
we
the-
had
the
a
gold
multitude.
If
We-
anybody is a huntress, I would say it would be Hamartia.
Why the fuck would I be a hunter? I'm not a
But
hunter.
why would it reference Hamatia if this has been buried here for so long?
Yes, I'm just like 18 winters old. It's something.
4 more
Maybe not
minutes.
Hamartia, but someone with powers like her.
Is this the best time to spend? Well, to be spent.
Wait, these.
4 more minutes of focus
Yeah.
passes as you talk back and forth of what you want to do. And then it is revealed to Nyx that the liquid is actually a potion.
Oh shit.
Jesus!
This is a.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my god! Holy fuck!
Right. Chivkos. Here. This is a potion of Storm Giant's strength. I'm assuming that you are going to be upfront and personal with that big old weapon of yours. This will give you the strength that you need, the strength of a giant, lasting an hour.
That is quite a potion. And it would be quite useful. especially in a fight against a hag.
Huh?
Thank you. And
I mean, you dug it up. I mean, just telling you what it is.
you still managed to identify it. If I didn't know better, I would think it was a potion of some kind of poison.
Is it poison?
No,
Oh, okay.
it is of strength. One that is much bigger than mine.
Oh, that sounds great. It'll be a wrecking machine.
Mhm.
Are we sure we don't want to keep this? Just, you know what? Never mind.
I think
Good
the
luck.
tablet may not be a bad idea, if we have the space.
I'll take a
When I carry
tablet.
it- When I carry
I'll put it in the bag. It's fine.
That's right.
bag?
I have a small bag that is a little bit misleading. It has extra space within it.
I'm assuming Jivkos knows what a bag of holding is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks at you just like, a bag of holding?
A mini one. Small.
Very useful. And he'll just sort of put the potion away for the moment. But should we?
The heart of the weaver is inside that. I don't know if it resonates as he puts the stone tablet next to it.
Oh. No, not really.
Okay.
Should we attempt to face the hag now and keep an eye out for fake smiles, as they say?
I think it's time. Also, I noticed when looking through the window that the orphans are preparing food. Don't know if you would care to take one of these bottles that we're carrying around, one that we found on the Fidotov estate.
Oh no.
Maybe, season the evening's meal, so to speak.
That's a good idea, Nix.
Well,
What? You giving them a bottle of something?
right.
Full of poison.
Oh, come
make sure
on!
it's open.
Stop fucking around and get here already! Like a
Whose voice is this?
From somewhere above. And it came so sudden, so you're a little bit unsure, but it's like from above up on the balcony that is sitting above the kitchen. Bella's voice rang out, and then there's just silence.
Was that to us?
I think it very much was. And I don't think poison would be doing us much good if they're just waiting for us to come up.
Well,
The sound of a slap can be heard.
oh,
Oh,
shit.
Sounds like Bella pissed off mommy.
Matia, take this bottle. At least if they're cooking, throw it in there. Make sure that it's not for one of the children, and it's going upstairs.
Right. She'll turn into Bella. I'll make sure this reaches the great place. And she'll walk through the door here.
Yeah, for sure. It should be open, right? Struggling putting something into. There we go. I'm just sorting your inventory for you.
Belmatia will brazenly open the room and walk in like she owns the place. Her nose up in the sky and say, "Ladies, girls, attention!"
They stop what they're doing and looks towards you, of course, kind of with like lowered heads.
Which food is going to our place?
Once again, Triska has a hard time speaking, and so the younger one kind of speaks up. We don't know what to do, Mr. Spellhub. We weren't given any instructions. What are we supposed to do?
You're supposed to make us dinner, dummy. Is it so hard?
Sorry, mistress. We're doing that right now. Considering the time, we should get onto it. But we can't leave this room, so how are we supposed to... Can you take it? We can fix something quickly for you right now. Struska can help. She's awesome, you know.
I shall make a reservation. One of you will help me deliver the food. This is such tiring work thinking. You people, you don't understand how tiring it is with your small peanut butter brains.
Jesus Christ.
What is peanut butter?
Martia is going to slap her.
Oh shit. Okay.
You don't ask questions, you fulfill orders. Am I clear?
Yes, Mr. Spella.
Right, next time it's not going to be your face that's hurt. It's going to be something more precious. If you speak up to me like this again. Right, whatever you cook. And she'll pull out the potion. This, my friend, is what luxury looks like. It is a spice very much familiar to the high society in Ravenloft Castle. You shall put it over my plate. You shall not taste it. You shall not touch it unless it is to put it on my place. And you shall never, ever, ever taste it. Am I clear?
Loud and clear, Mr. Spella.
Even if I say that you should taste it, you won't taste it because I will hit you. Am I clear?
Yes, Mr. Spella.
Good. So, and she hands her over the spice. Put it over my food, and let me know when it's finished. Just do something, scream, shout, I don't really care. I'll come back to it. Thank you for your hard work. I am sure you will be rewarded most graciously when the time comes. And she is going to, instead of give this gentle caress, almost like playing with her hair whilst doing so.
Oh god. The orphan is trying to control their face to not look disgusted.
He's going to look directly into her eyes and give her this genuine smile and I say, a little bit more work. I am sure that when you use this, I'll taste something that might even impress Lord Pascal. Isn't that what you want?
There's a slow nod.
Good, good. You're a clever child. I shall arrive soon enough. If it's not finished within 30 minutes, consider consequences that might occur. Toodaloo, and she'll walk away and leave and just smash the door. No fucking politeness, nothing. She is going to transform back into a Martia and almost how do you say it? Like, hyperventilate.
Yeah.
All good?
Hate playing better.
That was not entirely necessary, I would argue, but
No,
I will
it
not
is
question.
necessary. Difficulty. This is how we keep the facade up. What I did, it was gentle in Bella standards. He's going to spit on the ground. Let's be finished with our work.
Shall we take the stairs then?
Yes.
Do you want to wait a little for the food to be delivered, or
I don't think it can be delivered.
be picked up?
Every child is holed up in the little room, so there isn't really a delivery boy.
I also do not want them to come across, taste poison, and then slaughter the children.
No, but they can't leave their areas, so they would have to
But
have it
the
picked up.
hags may.
Yes. Oh, to return. Indeed.
Yes.
The idea is that they will be weakened by it. I don't know exactly the constitution of whether they can deal with poisons. This is quite potent, but they might be able to smell it. Who can say? But
Either way, if they smell or taste it, they'll be able to know and then blame the children.
and then one is likely to come down to try and blame the children.
That's fair enough. That's a good bait. I know it's not the most ideologically sound plan, but it is a good plan, and we should take countermeasures.
I also think that then we would have to be fighting in a place against the hags with multiple children around. Do you think that is a good idea?
Well, in any place, any sort of significant damage that occurs to the building, it still damages the children. So no matter where we are, pain will still come their way.
Still, should we not try our best to alleviate it? Perhaps when we fight them, there will be little or none, as it seems to be each room that's attached, not the entire house.
Well, that remains to be seen, of course, but we can't be choosers here. We have to do our best, and
But
you
we
have
may
to
be
be okay with
cautious.
cautious, sure, but not to the extent that puts us in danger. We have to survive this too.
Does not matter if I survive or not. I will appear again.
You what? You will appear again?
Yes. Have you not fought against one of my comrades?
Wait, you can rise from the dead even after you have died?
That is what rise from the dead means, does it not?
Right, but how many times have you died?
One real, one this.
And how long does it take for you to,
Probably a few more times in the early days as well.
Shit,
So-
yeah, and so probably not like
Yeah, like
5 or
underneath
6.
10,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know.
5 or 6 times.
You have died 5 or 6 times.
And arisen again.
Uh-huh. We will unpack this later, because that is certainly curious, but...
There seems to be a few things we must unpack.
Quite. Well, I suggest we do our best to time this. We wait a few minutes, and then head on up. Not immediately. We have to, well, I don't know if they're going to come collect the food. We can wait. It's not like they're going anywhere. They seem to be very patient for us to rush up there.
I do not think that they will come down for such trivial things as food.
Very keen.
The sooner we end this, the sooner the children may be free.
Sure.
Fuck's sake.
You do realize I've heard everything you've been saying. I'm getting hungry. Can we stop playing these games, please? I don't like being blue-balled this much.
Well,
Would you
fuck
just go strike
you.
me, please?
Well, fuck you too, and especially you. And the cat looks over to Nyx.
Leave. Now.
I will leave you alone when you leave our home.
You're
So-
the one who got me here.
Okay, well, you're in a special case, our little
Ah.
murder cow. We have plans for you. So can you be so kind and step back
Can
into
I
the
just
tree?
can I just throw a fireball at that
I was gonna
thing?
say, can we just kill it?
Firebolt.
Murder.
The cat
Yeah.
has prepared
Yeah.
that reaction, and as soon as you go for fireball, the cat teleports away. and there's like a fire crater on the ground where it was.
I'm not waiting any longer. They know anything, they will not come down for food. I don't think they will come down to our terms.
Then we have to wait for Hamatia to prepare herself so that we can actually get there effectively.
And for that, we're going to go for a short break. Woo!
Ooh.
Matter of fact, they actually go upstairs.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Like, ask for a clarification on rules quickly.
Yeah.
For potions, drinking bonus action or action?
Yes, for yourself, bonus action. One item interaction to take it out from a handy
And we
location.
get some both for free.
If it's in a, like, for example, if it would be within a mini bag of holding, that would be 2 item interactions. So with stowing and drawing weapons, it can be complicated. Forcing somebody else to drink is an action.
Alright. Yeah, that makes sense.
We are sorry, Cookie.
We're taking a break.
We're taking a break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill my glass.
How are we all doing? How are we feeling?
I'm half asleep already. I'm very sorry.
I'm good.
Shit.
Right.
I'm just asking.
Are we on a break?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, break time. Let's break it down.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing, breaking down.
Yeah.
Breakdowns away.
Break dance. Ooh.
I think the most interesting conversation we had whilst you were gone is that it was revealed that Jivkos has died and risen from the grave 5 or 6 times. He's not entirely sure.
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm grabbing chocolate.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There are 2 that he remembers significantly.
Yes,
That is the important thing.
for sure.
And there are multiple others that have happened from various other things.
Yeah. I'm so big and smart. Some words hurt more than weapons.
Well, a weapon managed to get hurt by words, so I think that's a first.
I wonder what that slow turn from the office gif. I wonder what that was in response to.
Wait, which one?
The last one.
When the fuck was that?
Yeah, I wonder. Most of them are like pretty obvious, but some of them
Yeah.
I'm like, wait,
This...
what was it made towards?
Was it like... It wasn't with the tablet, because it was just after the weapon getting hurt. Oh.
I mean, it could be Nyx continuing to... Because it's 3 minutes. Nyx could have like fired off another insult.
He might have.
Maybe.
And yes, Hemo, he does not seem to stay dead.
Oh yeah. Maybe
Bane of
like
many
Dorf
forms.
Maul that way.
Oh yeah.
Just
He
goes
doesn't
down.
come back with like half of his legs chopped off and then a spider body and shit though.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
How much longer are we playing?
3 to 4 hours like normal.
Wait, so that's
About an
We
hour, 2
started
hours,
it.
Yeah.
I think.
1.5 hours to 2
1.5
hours more.
hours, 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. We're finally
Indeed.
going upstairs.
Indeed.
This is what you've been waiting for very, very patiently.
Nah, I mean, it's a big, like, this is one of the...
How long did this take you to make?
I don't want to talk about it.
There's so much detail. Like even just looking at like the bog outside, there's all of the little like fishes and underwater and all of the actual like bog
Yeah,
features. I don't know the right words for it right now, but yes.
yeah, it took some time, that's for sure. I'm
Are you hoping to
redoing
use it
Castle
in-
Ravenloft right now, and after about 2 weeks of actually working on it. I'm still on the first floor.
Well, yeah, if you're going off the original thing, I have heard that it is so complicated.
No, well,
Extremely.
I'm going off the original
Well, but
thing, but then I'm
Bexxy
adding.
also makes changes, right?
So there's more detail to the map, but I've simplified it in other ways as well, because there is a crazy amount of like secrets to
Yeah, there is like
Ravenloft.
one thing that I know from before and just from watching a video and then being like, oh, this might be bad in spoilers. But that is it.
Well,
and it is
then
also
you
not.
know it might not be in my version.
I
Because
mean,
Castle
I've been
Ravenloft
I'm not
is
using it to metagame.
I've been to Castle Ravenloft like 3 times by now.
based. Yeah. Well,
All of
yeah.
that stratty.
The one of the biggest changes, of course, is that my Castle Ravenloft has more like magic imbued into it, and it's been taken care of better because like the court is there, like more magical people is there, and more magic was woven
His
into
court is
the
expanded.
castle as well. Yeah. So instead of being like a broken down fort, that's almost like the normal Castle Ravenloft, you know. Roofs have fallen in and like there's cobwebs in every corner. Mine is actually more of, you know, an imperial palace, one could say.
Oh,
But more on the
Only
fort
was-
side than the palatial side.
well, with the lore, it makes sense.
Indeed. So mine is not as run down as the original castle
Decrepit.
is. Yes, indeed. Mine is a gothic, luxurious stronghold.
Now, Argynvostholt is just fucked up.
Yeah, Argynvos is fucked up.
Yeah, it always has been, but Jesus Christ, it is.
Oh, it didn't have the same kind of magic as the Castle Ravenloft did.
There also hasn't really been anyone to look after it for a while.
No, not in that sense. Everybody stopped caring, except
Okay.
for, you know,
Yeah,
poor
him.
guy.
Poor guy.
About what?
Well, now another person cares. He's just not there.
We're talking about secret Argynvos lore. So.
Yes.
Argynvostholt
Argynvostholt.
lore. Well, you
Yes.
kind of know. You kind of know. God
Yeah.
Frey is the only one you talk to who actually feels normal.
Yeah.
Everyone else was fucked.
One is a comital castle, the other is an imperial palace. Comital
Yeah,
is
one
a
was more
word
specific,
that
one
I
was-
don't know. Comital.
I think it's like one was practical more.
Count
like
or an
Argynvostholt.
earl. Relating to a count or an earl.
Is
Interesting.
Argynvost a count or an earl? I don't think so.
Mid-19th century from medieval Latin comitalis from comes, commit, account. Ah,
The more you learn.
a count's castle, a comital castle. I see.
The more you know.
No
Yeah,
one's half the
comital
battle.
is of belonging to or befitting a count or an earl. Ah,
Perfect
Indeed.
for a certain camp.
thank you. The more you know. Thank you for expanding my vocabulary.
The more you know.
Okay, is everybody back and ready for action?
Yeah.
I'm ready
Yeah.
for reaction.
Okay. Then let's get back into the moment, shall we? You just had a conversation about Jibkov's being able to come back from the dead, and you went like, there's a lot to talk about later. Let's kill some hags first. To that end, Team Trauma, where do you want to go?
I think the stairs on the
Up
outside.
the stairs
here.
we go.
Yeah.
Bexxy, I'm looking at my map of the manor.
Yeah.
I'm looking to take them. So I'm looking at the second floor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, the pictures on the second floor, where would I... Are they like in the main foyer of the second floor, or... Like, where is the most valued art, I'd say?
Valued art.
Yes.
ART. Okay.
Yes.
Um.
No, art as in like, you know, like a modern art, like a toilet or something.
The lounge has several pieces of art. Bella's room has art, and Morganza's room have art.
Right, so I think we shall start with the lounge. Bella's room is the one to the top right, if I remember correctly. Right?
I think a quick distracting conversation arises between you as Nixus spaces out before we head up the veranda.
Oh, right. What's happening?
Yes, BRB.
Okay, so
What does that BRB mean?
it means bees ready to battle.
Bees?
Battle ready bees. Yes.
Battle ready bees, yes. You see the Protectorate actually employs trained swarms of bees to fight vampires, yes.
Odd. I did not think that is what you would use to fight bees.
No, we aren't fighting bees, we're fighting vampires with bees.
But we're fighting hags.
I don't remember that strategy.
Do you have in the protectors like, I don't know, onion artillery?
I still have little idea of what this protectorate is, but yes.
We do not actually employ bees.
Okay, I'll tell you what this protectors is. So they're like people coming from outside the mist, and they're mostly snobby, knowledgeable types, you know, knights, nobles, lady saints, you know.
Elvira kind of like crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow at Hamardia.
I mean, good people. Do you have garlic artillery in the protectorate?
We do not.
Why? I thought garlic is good against vampires.
No, I've heard it is actually a deceptive plot by the vampires. It's a superstition has been planted by the vampire empires themselves to pre-season their food.
I did not think. I have no idea.
I didn't know if it makes more sense or less sense.
I do not trust a single word that comes out of a vampire's mouth.
So do vampires just really like garlic? Is that the secret?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask Lord Bascara. I'll
It
ask
was a
his
joke
opinion.
at the university, what can I say?
Let's
You know
see,
what,
this is
that's-
actual fucking law.
That's better than my joke about trained bee swarms, so...
I just
Where
came
did
up
you
with
even
it.
come up? Where did you even come up with battle-ready bees?
I don't know, some dwarves, you know, when they get down in their drinks, they get down in their drinks.
Can you even get
We're supposed to be good at not getting drunk.
How much do you have to drink to get drunk?
It takes quite a lot, but of course the dwarven stuff is stronger.
That's true. We once managed to get our hands on some dwarven stuff. Oof!
Yes, the sorority parties were wild. Well, at least back in my day. Does anybody else
mean,
think that this conversation is getting dull?
I went to parties, alright, but, you know...
The closest thing to a party I have been to is dinners.
I don't know if
that's
you can get
sad.
drunk, but we should remedy that. Even Iris has been to parties.
Yes, I was a youth once upon a time, and Joseph is a social animal. Yeah. I mean, I've been to a lot of galas. They're stiff affairs, but
Oh, they're the fucking worst.
free-flowing champagne at least, and ale.
I fail to see.
What's a
them.
gala for? What is a gala?
Yeah.
Some kind of official event. meant to socialize, talk business,
So a dinner.
or a charity run to make rich people open their purses to indeed gather money for some kind of charity event. But my mother was a bona fide socialite, and she did many charity runs.
What does this have to do with us being in a hag's house?
I don't know. I have this odd feeling as if we're just waiting and talking, trying to buy time for something.
Really, I don't have this feeling. I feel like we're doing basically everything.
It's kind of like as if we're trying to, fill like an empty void for some reason, but I can't really tell you why.
Bexxy.
You almost made me swallow my wine wrong.
I'm sorry.
I'm able to drink my cider fine.
Did you crack it open?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, my
I can crack open another one.
Oh yeah,
I can
do
do
it
another.
at the microphone. Do it at the
I did it
I had,
quietly.
like-
It was during people speaking, so I didn't want to, but we'll do it now.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I had like beer here earlier, and I don't know if drinking chocolate milk after is a good idea, but we'll see the consequences of my action.
You should add
thing is-
some cognac to that, and some cream on
Oh.
top. Make it a proper. Well, whiskey
Interesting.
would turn into an Irish coffee, but if you add Baileys to it, you make it into a
Yes.
coffee Carlson.
You know what's fucking amazing? Hot chocolate and rum.
Ooh,
Anyway, back to the game.
yeah,
It's-
sorry.
it's
You know
really,
what?
really
That
fucking good.
sounds fucking amazing,
It's
and
insanely
I
good.
want some.
I
Okay,
actually
perfect.
had
Next, you take a moment to breathe, stand in the spot, and you discuss alcohol for a moment, and then you regain your senses as Nix comes back into his body, and we
Oh my god!
on the
And I
ground.
died.
Where were
step
you?
back into it.
Oh my goodness, you're back!
Well, up we go, I guess.
You?
You step up on an intricate domed veranda that wraps around the house in the northeastern corner. It is adorned with archways, decorated balusters, and railings that mimic the flow of vines. Garden furniture is scattered throughout, most commonly seems to be sturdy wooden benches, but there's also two divans mirroring each other in a corner, and a wrought iron table and chairs in a half circle. There sits a teenish boy with various woodworking tools and even a paint bucket on the floor beside him. He seems occupied with preparing a piece of baluster taken from the veranda itself, and only gives you a glare at your approach. Otherwise, he focuses on the task before him.
So, where to from here, Hamartia?
We're looking for the. What did you say? I'm looking for the closest thing here would be Bella's room, probably, right? Like to the south.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at the map,
I mean, I'm looking at the map. I'm asking you.
you're going in from the back, and Bella's room is in the north. No, what am I saying? Not north, southeastern corner of the house.
It's directly south of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
So,
the southern
so out of the loft and Bella's room and Morgana's room, that would be the closest one.
I mean, not necessarily. If you turn in the hallway towards the west, you have Morgana's room and the lounge in the western part of the house. So-
Right. We just start with Bella's room.
Is that this one here?
No, this is just the tea room, if I remember correctly.
And breakfast room
Breakfast room as well.
with the 3 chairs. Remember?
We have a room for breakfast.
Yes, they have a breakfast room there. Fantastic. He was going to shout to the teenager over here. Hey, you then!
He doesn't think that you're talking to him first, so he kind of slow to answer. Looks up. You're talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the other person next to you. Of course I'm talking to you.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Because I wish to speak with you. Why are you so surprised that people wish to speak with you?
What would you want to speak to me about?
Something. Anyway, we're getting caught up in the moment. What's your name, boy?
Boy? The name's Delian, and I'm not a boy.
Hello, Delian, not a boy. So I shall refer to you as teenager then. Would that suffice?
Whatever.
Such a teenager. I was a teenager once. I'm still a teenager myself when I think about it. Anyway. So...
Do you mind? I'm
wondering...
working on something here. And
no,
I
yes, I do mind.
If this is not done correctly.
I do mind. I have a quick question.
Honestly, I'm also getting hungry, so can you please leave?
Look, Delian, I have a question that might be vital to your survival, so I suggest you listen.
He crosses his arms over his chest.
Do you have the capability to leave the confines of this balcony?
No, and that's your fault.
It's hardly my fault.
Well, it kinda is. We were settling in just fine. And then you guys decided to come.
Right, bye! And she's going to move away.
Okay.
He's gonna open the door.
Alright.
Hi.
Are we the baddies or the literal children eating hags?
I think we are better. I hope.
Do not compare me to these hags, Illyria. You can compare yourself if you wish to, but not me.
Oh, she said that loud enough for a little... Not a child, not a boy, Delian over there.
Not a
The upper floor is far more polished than the lower. More care, expense, and time has been put into the creation of and repair of the dark hardwood floors covered by thick patterned green rugs, of the oak panels decorated with twisting rose vines and the seagrass green colored plasterwork above, mirroring those panels with further motifs of flowers, here and there arranged in garlands and bouquets as well. It's further echoed in the ceiling amongst exposed wooden beams. Every exposed fabric has a frilly edge, and the curtains are voluptuous, three-pieced, and has plenty of tassels. All in all, Squall Manor proper can only be described as an explosion of cutesy cottagecore in a Victorian wrap with a theme of flowers so extreme it could very well smack you in the face. Combined with the knowledge you possess of the characters of the three women that lives here, this dainty and syrupy decor truly becomes barf-inducing and highly ironic.
Amata is going to spit on the floor. Alright, let's move. And she's going to get her sleeping sack again, and she's going to use the same tactic to watch for the tripwire.
Which is soap. No, your sleeping bag, right? Because soap wasn't. Yeah, all right.
Yes,
so
yes,
you
so she's going
sleeping
to
bag in front of you. Yeah.
Yes. So she's going to kick it a few feet, and then get here, and then kick it, and that's the process. So you just tell me if something happens.
Yes, I will. Don't worry about it.
Kick.
It's pretty
Kick.
foolproof.
Kick. The cabinet. What's in this cabinet?
That cabinet? Oh Jesus, you put me on the spot.
Yeah. Oh, why don't you have your dogs ready?
What do you think would be in this cabinet? Like, it's normal household stuff. Like, this is probably more of a display cabinet than anything. You know what? On top of it, there's like, plates, like china in being showed off like art, and the plates have like several cutesy kittens on it.
Which one is Morgantha's favorite?
Well, I'm not. Probably the one in the center that is the biggest is probably the one she,
Hamada is going to take it and she's going to smash it on the ground.
Okay. It smashes on the ground. And somewhere off to the south, you hear a strangled yelp.
Oh.
That was not a good idea.
At least we know we have this here as well. Going to continue kicking. Kick. 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 Door. There it is. I'm gonna check the door for taps.
That door does not lead to Bella's room, it leads into the official dining room.
Yes, but we are the portraits there or never? Never mind. Kick.
I mean, there could be some pictures indeed in the dining room as well.
Right, so I'll
sure.
check the door for taps.
Okay. Do an investigation check, please.
Investigation cunning.
Indeed.
Right, skill check. Investigation cunning, investigating stuff. Because we're investigating. 22.
Damn. No. What you can see, the door doesn't seem to be trapped, nor does it seem to be any active defenses put on the door by Morgantha's or your sister's magic. It seems to be untouched or unactivated, at least for now.
I open the door.
Alrighto.
Alright.
What you see, a grand dining hall unfurls before you. The floor is covered by a mint green carpet with intricate patterns in jello. The dining table itself sits on yet another carpet, this one coarser and colored lemon yellow. Two chandeliers bursting with transparent crystals hang over the white-laced tablecloth. The yellow wallpaper has a pattern of green bamboo, and framing the two windows are three-pieced, thick mustard yellow curtains. Sitting on one of the red velvet tufted chairs is a small child, not older than perhaps 5 years old. Before her is two stacks of napkins. One stack is neatly folded, whilst the other one is just a chaotic pile. She seems to have abandoned the task given to her to fold the napkins from one pile to the other by an attempt to make origami of the napkin that's currently in her hands, folding it this way and that way, trying to make new shapes. She murmurs a little song to herself as she does so, and when she sees you step into the room, she gives you a large open smile with big dimples on her face, and she goes, "Hi." And she
Hello.
goes, "Hello."
We're just here to look at the art.
Art?
Yes, there are some lovely paintings here and we wish to check them out if you'd like.
Is this art? And she holds up her attempt to make a swan. It's somewhat resembles a swan, but it's not perfect in any sense of the word.
Of course, this is art.
Yay.
I don't know when Illyria became good with children, but I'm here for it.
Vida makes art.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Morning, Lord. The big cow is pretty scary. Are you scary?
I serve the Morning Lord. You have no need to be afraid.
Oh. Oh, Mama said morning-law was good before Mama died, so I think that's good.
Your mother had great faith. And pure of heart, I can assure you.
I guess. She went to church every mass. Said Vida was a good girl.
She sounds like a good woman.
She was. But now Vida all alone.
We are here to help you with that.
Maybe not. Maybe Swan could be Vida's friend. She holds up this one. It's like falling apart.
I'm sure it would make a great friend.
You wanna help?
He just looks down at his hands and then looks up to the swan. You sure?
Mom also said not to judge a book by its cover, so maybe you're a swan expert. I don't know.
Of course, really wants to try. His hands are a little dirty though, like very.
Yeah, you look down on the pristine napkins with your claws for hands that have been digging in the dirt not minutes ago. And you see your undead flesh in a constant state of rot. And you wonder to yourself if you should touch or even be close to something so pure as a clean piece of white napkin.
I shall try later.
Do you guys have any food? Just getting like late. Vida's getting hungry. And like Vida is stuck in here. I don't really know what's going on.
Of course, we'll just like look at everyone else, just sort of expectantly for food.
I don't think we have much food. RE.
I do not know if we have any. My apologies.
Nick sort of like side whispers to Jivkos. We have a few rations in the bags if you wish to give them to this child, but the rest remain elsewhere.
As long as you have enough for the 3-4 of you.
More than enough. It's just you take care of it. And Nick sort of takes out of the pack a day ration, and like puts it into Jivkos's very filthy paw.
Yeah. It's
And,
probably wrapped in something. Yeah.
Yeah, like a small, I don't know, parchment or whatever. As you will, Jivkos.
Thank you. And he does seem genuinely thankful for you handing him some, as he'll then walk to the other side of the table and sort of reach over with an open hand with the rations inside.
She kind of moves away at you first, getting a little bit intimidated by your presence, but then she smiles and she says, "You smell funny."
I do. Your rations will still be good to eat, though.
Well, this food? This
Yes.
food for Vida?
Inside of the parchment, yes. Here.
I don't care what Darva says. You seem pretty nice. Not dangerous at all.
Darva?
Yeah, Darva. Darva friend.
Do you know where she is?
No. Somewhere though. Probably stuck in a room like I am. We're supposed to be heroes, protecting these rooms from some villains who are supposed to come here and, like, do something.
And I'm sure you would do great back here. And he'll just suddenly
Like
move.
folding these napkins, that's pretty good. Making art.
Oh, it's so pure.
For being so kind. Sonia wanted to talk to you. She's in the hallway. Said something that if travelers came, she needed to talk to you. In the foyer.
Oh,
Yeah, Sonia was a friend. Sonia nice.
alright.
I promise.
Of course. We'll talk to her.
Alright, take care. And be careful of those villains who are supposed to come. Don't want to see you hurt.
Stay safe.
I will. Me and my swan friend. She continues folding.
God, why'd you make him so adorable?
I'm evil that way.
You bitch.
You're gonna step out the room? Next, you're kind of
sorry.
taking up the threshold? Oh.
Yep.
Right.
Right, let's go south now. Wait behind me, please. And she's gonna do the kick, battle kick thing. She's going to eye this suit of armor.
It's not the suit of armor. It's a cherubic angel statue with a bouquet of flowers in their hands and this extremely jubilant smile on their face.
Alright, Patty, I have a question for you. It's more for me, lady. Who bets this statue will come to life and try to kill us at some point?
I hope not.
Alright then. Kick. And we're here.
You hear the creak of a closet door opening. And then there's a little sound of psst, psst,
Where is the closet door? Can you
to the west. Psst!
Alright, we hear you. We hear you. It's okay. She's going to still do the kick. Kick. Cross the street fencing. Listen, this might be a trap, so just wait for me here. Right? Maybe turn back to the corner, so if it's a trap, I know you get hit.
I do not think it's a trap.
I don't know, we've tried to lure us before with children, that's not above a pay grade. It would be wise to take caution.
You shall.
I promise. It's okay. Psst.
Okay, kick. Kick. This is the door?
Well, I see that that one doesn't have cover. But it's a big closet. What you heard was a door to like a cabinet, like a wardrobe.
Kick. Kick. Kick.
I don't think you have to keep on saying kick. I think she knows.
I get it. Here, one of the doors are open, and you can see like a little girl's face peeking out from it, with like one hand stretched out, and she says, pretty loudly, "Could I take your cloaks, dear guests? Hi, I need to talk to you.
Yes, you may. You may take her clock. It's been a long.
You're very welcome to Squall Manor. Mistress Morgantha and her 2 daughters wishes you welcome. This is very serious. Listen to me.
I'm listening. Thank you so much for your kind hospitality. child. What is your name?
Yes, I'm doing a great job, aren't I? The squalls? They're not good. They're giving us something strange in our strengthening morning brew that like changes our opinions about the squalls, and it which makes us less likely to criticize them.
I am aware of this.
I didn't drink mine like yesterday morning, and I started like it's wearing off like this morning, so it takes some time. But like this isn't good. Like the squalls are up to something. Like what the fuck?
Oh no.
I think I'm not supposed to say that bad word. Actually, I'm very sorry. Fanya would be very mad at me right now, but still, and the punishments they're doing are very, very bad. I think Sarko is in big trouble. He was beaten, Darva as well. Like, things aren't good. Please help.
We are here to help. Where are they?
Okay, that I don't know. I'm sorry about that, but I think I figured out what I want to do. I think all of us are kind of like stuck to one of each of the rooms, and we're like tied to like when you broke whatever you did back there. I heard, like
I
that.
apologize.
Fanya, I'm sorry. It's okay. Just don't destroy anything else here because I think it's like tied to my own life force, and I don't think I'm gonna feel good if you continue destroying things.
That's
in the hallway.
messed up.
What's more? Oh yeah, I think that they prepared a bunch of traps for you because I heard them that over talking and then like moved a lot of stuff, but just left enough rewards to entice you to like search and explore and trigger these traps to hurt you so that you're weakened and then they can destroy you. I think that's what they're going to do.
Right. Thank you so much for your information.
How's Bullock doing downstairs? Is he okay? Because I think he's like in the hallway underneath me, and he's
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing very well. He's having the time of his life.
He's not really sane in his head, so he can get himself in a lot of danger. Are you sure he's okay?
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. And Sarko as well. Like, have you seen him? Does he look super hurt?
Oh, who's Sarko?
Sarko was the one you met in the cold storage with the black eye.
Sarko is doing better.
To what we almost killed.
Okay.
Not almost.
That is very good, very good. Thank you for that. And Fanya and the babies, there was a fever. Are they okay? Do they have food?
Yes, we left them with food.
Oh, good. That's good.
Right, we are trying to get you out of here safe and sound.
I'm pretty sure that this will be okay with like starving us, and that's not really good for the babies because there's a fever going on, and like I'm very worried. So you better do this quick rather than later. I don't know if like sleeping over here is going to be a good idea for either you or for us.
We're not going to sleep here. Let me
All right.
tell you.
As per fate. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I have a
Do you
question.
pinky promise to help us as much as you can? And she holds out a pinky.
Oh.
Amatia will immediately get her pinky out as well and cross her pinky with her pinky.
Okay, perfect. Just, force the squalls out of their home or kill them. I don't care. Do something this 8-year-old just says to you. At this point, they're very bad, and I think they should be gone in whatever way that you can. I know what you did for us in the past, but Felix, thank you so much. I stole this from Gamsa. Thank you so much. And she holds out another potion, a vial of liquid to you.
What potion is it? I'm gonna taste it.
You immediately feel extremely invigorated, and not like from a health point, but like power-wise, you feel invigorated.
Oh, so this is another potion of Hell Giant strength?
Not muscle related necessarily, but like everything felt invigorated.
Oh, so it's like a potion of haste, maybe?
Not necessarily faster either. Just in general, you feel
You're a potion of-
extremely invigorated.
I think everything just feels better. Yeah.
It's coffee.
Captain really wanted you to move it out of your grasp, and I don't think she knows that I stole it. Thank you so much for your coats. Have a lovely time in Squall Manor.
You're welcome, child. These children are so annoying when they are being brainwashed.
Yes, I'm very brainwashed. Go Squalls. Okay, so what you have to do? I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide now, okay? And she closes the closet door, and she hides inside of the closet.
I wrote down in my inventory potion of vigorness until you tell me what the
Potion
fuck
of
it is.
vigorness.
Goodness God.
Right, so this, good. By the way, child, excuse me, I have a question for you.
Shh, I'm hiding.
I know, but listen, I just one quick question, would be very helpful.
Okay, fine.
Have
And she
you-
like
have-
creaks open the closet door again to like look at you through the small.
Have you seen a painting of like maybe rain, perhaps some smiles, some people smiling? Have you seen anything of the sort?
There's a lot of landscape paintings inside of the lounge, but Bella's portrait is pretty gaudy.
Where
No,
is it?
Don't tell that to her now. When she closes the door again. I'm hiding.
Right. So it's either lounge or Bella. Where to go? I will
Whichever is
find.
closer.
Yes. Let us move. Well, thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate it very much. Hamatia looks kind of, I don't want to say afraid, but almost like she has clear pain on her face when approaching Bella's door. I did not want to come back here. He's going to open the door.
Irias actually moves up and like puts a hand on your shoulder and is going, are you sure we have to go this way?
Well, if we might find something that will assist us like these potions, I think it's worth it. And my feelings are not the subject of interest right now.
She sounds a little bit ominous, don't you think?
I just...
Old painted smiles. Some painted smiles bring pain.
I don't know, perhaps it's a weapon, but the toad has been good to us thus far.
That's true. Well, on your leads, but we're here, Amadia, okay? You're not alone. We're here with you, okay?
Thank you. She's going to take a look at Nyx for a moment. Are you supporting of this maneuver?
I'm here, aren't I?
Alright. He's going to open the door. Oh, it's locked. Never mind. Oh, it's locked.
Shall I?
You want to break it down, or you want to open the lock?
Which do you think would be better?
I can do it loudly.
Should we
I can do it
just
quietly.
try to pick it?
How sturdy does the door look? Is the question.
I mean, it's an inside door, but it's definitely affected by some kind of like magic locking it in place. So
You might have to use magic to open it then.
the garden room door was also gotten by magic, but it proved not powerful enough to stop you. So I mean, you don't know if this one is going to be necessarily easier or harder, knowing that.
Pick it first, perhaps.
Well, I'll do my best.
Yes.
Nyx pulls out once again the tools
All right.
and guides himself.
All right. Subterfuge dexterity.
encouraging words. Come on, Nix, you can do this.
As you not only
Do it.
fight the mechanism of the lock itself, but also the magic, the fabric of a magic interlaced within it.
Ooh, it's a little tough. My tools aren't going to crack this one.
Shall I then?
Be my guest.
Just do his little run up.
All right,
Always better
make
to do that with a
me.
slam.
All right, make me a brawn check.
Athletics, right?
Did we do
Oh, which-
athletics in the past?
I think we did athletics. Yeah,
Okay, athletics brawn then.
I think we did.
Well, either one.
21.
Oof!
I mean, the DD
Cal's
is
good
20.
at charging. Yeah,
Uh,
Cal's good at charging.
You don't break this door off from its hinges, but you have definitely damaged it, and that pastel green weave of magic that exists around the door like breaks in a flash of that color, and the door kind of opens a little bit, just ajar slightly. Oh God, please no.
I'm
Nobody
sorry to
talks
think
about it.
Does it look like you can open it now?
Yes, for sure.
Alright.
You
Yeah,
damage
just
the
go
hinges
ahead
a bit.
and open the door up.
Okay.
Well, that worked.
I'll just click his shoulder back into place.
It does, usually. Enrico.
Two colors dominate this room. Various shades of pink and the dark oak brown color of the patterned floor and the ornate legs of all the furniture within. You expected that Bella's room would be dainty and princessy, but to this extent, it manages to shock you still. The pink wallpaper is decorated with wainscoted plasterwork, and the white plaster ceiling is a dazzling display of flowery motifs. Who could have guessed? There's a lot of dresses and wardrobes in here, and they're all bulbous in shape, painted white and pink with faded gilded details. The soft bed sits underneath a gathered canopy of white lace and pink satin, and is overflowing with porcelain dolls, blankets, and pillows, all frilly and white against the hot pink covers. The ottoman at the foot of the bed and the divan next to it are clad in pink velvet with diamond tufting, with more white pillows and various types of dolls. A vanity overflowing with various objects stands beside a seamstress station, where a lean blonde girl sits beside, her hands filled with fabric and thread. Two mannequins stand in a corner, both dressed in respective gowns with a myriad of decorations such as bows, lace, sun hats, and frills. On the mantelpiece of the white fireplace, various picture frames hold portraits of a fat tabby cat in neon colors, and a necklace with blue topaz gems lies discarded. Above the fireplace, a massive upper body portrait of Bella hangs with a gilded frame that reaches all the way to the ceiling. Within it, she is dressed in one of the dresses displayed on the mannequins in that southeastern corner. Lastly, a door in the south leads out to a small balcony where a lone green divan sits underneath a domed roof. And as you make noise, as you push through the door and pop your shoulder back into place, because the girl immediately stands up from that seamstress working table there, rushes over, and she stands protectively before the two mannequins, like holding out her hands and like using her body to protect them.
Why are you doing that?
Oh my morning lord, how are you here? Please leave, monster.
I am no monster.
Leave!
serve the Morning Lord.
Lies! Lies of a monster! Deceptions! Leave, please!
He just turns back and pushes back through.
The girl looks a little bit surprised, going to herself, that worked?
I'm no help with this girl.
I've heard tales about you, Amartya, and you're not welcome. Leave. You have been given the title of a true witch, so just leave.
Witch to you.
What?
Do I look like a witch to you?
Yeah, you do.
Then you'd best to not get on my nerve and be silent.
Sorry.
Right. I made this dress. Funny thing. So how big is the smile?
Of Bella, hers, her crooked, smile, you know, that kind of taunting smile that she has, is indeed big as it hangs over the mantelpiece. It's an upper body portrait, basically, you know, from the hip and up, and it's her in that gaudy dress with all of those decorations against like a dark but luxurious background. You know, imagine, you know, a royal portrait painting.
Matthias.
So it's like 2 meters tall, probably a meter wide.
Amartya's face twists with disgust. Right. So I think this is a pretty big smile. Are you coming or not? She asks the party.
Aries in the door.
Yeah. Let's see what this grotesque, filthy smile hides. She help me take this painting off.
It's above the fireplace.
Help me take this painting off.
You'll need someone taller.
Yeah, I don't think Amartya can reach it, can she?
She's going to like jump.
I mean, you could certainly try. Approaching the portrait, though, help me make an intelligence check. Do so with advantage, considering you have walked past it several times. The DV is going to be very low for you.
Okay. What's a flat dollar? What's a 10? And a 21.
21, Jesus Christ. You know that the scribble in the corner of the painting says Tista the Slope.
What is it?
Tista the Slope.
Do what now?
Well, you always wondered who that was.
Oh, isn't that like the girl from...
But you do remember that name being said at the ball, and...
Did she? Well, she did. Wasn't she done like that fucking made fad model with heads or something? Oh, no.
Yes. Shad did explain what happened to him. Thad Shad, that was with you briefly, and indeed Tista pulled him aside and drank his blood, and then made a portrait of him holding a shard skull in his hands.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, Nix. One monster painting another.
Curious. What are you doing, Amartya?
I'm taking this off.
Okay. And then?
I'm going to check if there's something hidden behind it.
Some painted smiles bring pain, allegedly, according to the toad. Does this mean that if you damage this is gonna bring pain to the child?
I'm not looking to damage it. I'm looking for a secret. Something that it might hide.
All right.
Do
Make
you
me.
object, Nix?
Do I want to check? I will take a look if there's anything behind, and I will investigate
Okay.
where
me-
Hamati is made a space.
All right. Make me an investigation cunning.
Both of us?
Yeah. Do you both like approach and like get close and start like trying to look behind it and things like that? Yeah. Then either both of you roll, or one with advantage.
24.
Jesus fuck.
And then I think that's like 24. Thank you.
However, before you can glean something from this, as both of you get close, Bella's head within the portrait suddenly whips down to look at both of you. Her eyes flashes black. Their whole sclera just becomes black. Arcane whispers fills the air, and I need
Casting a spell?
yeah.
Then Nyx will like reactively recognize this, and the skull mark on his neck burns brightly in the face of Bella, who basically tortured him, and he will viciously counter spell.
Vicious counter spell.
Whoa.
Vicious countess.
Vicious.
Black tentacles starting to be conjured through the wooden floor underneath you suddenly dissipates. The whispers die down, the painting scowls, and then goes back into that statuesque still picture frame. And nothing happens. Make me a vibe check.
Vibe.
Right.
Nice, totally vibing.
Vibing.
He's viciously vibing.
Viciously vibing.
Well, there you go. After that, the painting doesn't react to any of your meddling, and looking behind it, I mean, even with Jibcall's help, you can try to lift it from the wall, and with a 24 investigation check, there doesn't seem to be anything there.
Alright, I was wrong.
I think that this was just a warning about Belle. That.
But why would the toad give us that?
Because I have no idea. We have no idea what that toad is, do we?
No, we don't.
But it still assisted us.
We should look for paintings in the lounge now, I think.
We
Why?
must.
So they may catch us off guard again?
They're just meant to drain us, just like
Yes.
they told us. We should be on our way, Matia. We'll find it if we can.
Fine, we'll be on our way then. I shall move you to Morganthus room. We'll get to the study, and we'll do the dirty deed.
Yeah, you better leave. Never come back.
Wait, child. Why are you so protective of those mannequins over there?
This is the property of Bella's Sunbane. Beware, mortal.
I will empathy composure.
I think one of us is not much of a mortal.
Whatever, monster, leave. She's talking a lot of big game.
Well, I get that, but it's like to like look at her body language to like see like
She's obviously protecting the mannequins. Like, she's using her body to shield them.
Nyx will like strut over there with like shut the fuck up, bitch. And well, she's a child, I guess. Like
She's gonna try to like put her body in between the mannequins and you.
how big is she?
She seems to be a young teenager. We're talking perhaps 13, 14, or perhaps at most 15. She is tall, and she is slight, and she is lean.
As she does that, Nyx will recognize, obviously, this attempt to refute him, and he stops and sets his weight back on one foot, looks her up and down.
Leave, please.
Nyx,
We don't want you here.
what are we doing?
Nyx puts his hand up to the side, just like as a way to, just like, again, like he did in the chest area, to say, like, calm your shit, Jeff Cos. And
Asshole.
like, it's just like, what are we doing here? It's like, let Nyx do what he's doing.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Yeah.
Let him cook.
He's trying to do a thing. You're like, what are you doing? Like, just like, let me do it. He looks at the girl up and down, and cracks a crooked smile, revealing his sharp teeth. I've seen women like you before, so eager in their plight, so passionate in what they are. Well, protecting. You do yourself no favors, girl, but Ivy.
I'm not afraid of you.
Oh.
Bella has told me to protect her room, and I shall. And if I do, we're friends. You see, we're friends, and perhaps I can become a witch like them. So you beware of me.
Nyx's eyes burn brighter red with the ring of intimidation, and he begins to smile wider in a sort of kind of very creepy way, and says, I like it when the girls are feisty. There's something about a strong-willed woman that makes breaking her all the sweeter. Stronger women than you have resisted me. Do you truly believe that your strength here and now will be the savior? The passing grade to become what you desire, or do you wish to feel something a little bit more real?
She has been inching away from you, like getting closer to the mannequins behind her, and at this, you managed to shut her up at least. That annoying voice has stopped.
Nyx like gets like kind of closer, but he's gonna inch his way to a point like this, where he's like sort of sidling his way in, and like sort of, like a predator, sort of sidling towards her. Says, "No, there's no need to be scared. You're a strong woman, are you not? Protective and eager."
She has closed her eyes and is like looking away from you. And it's like this weird body language of trying to protect the mannequins while still like inching away from you at the same time.
Lyria is like very uncomfortable and slightly angry looking, even though she knows Nyx is trying to get at something. It's like, nah.
With her eyes closed, can Nyx like scoop her as like a damsel? Like zoop. As he's like to try and carry a girl.
Reaching out for the girl. I need you to do a dexterity saving throw.
A saving throw?
A dexterity saving throw.
For the... Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
As you reach out for the girl, the mannequin that is closest to you reaches out to you.
Mm.
And from their head, they place a black sun hat forcefully upon your head.
A sun hat?
A sun
I already
hat.
have it. I have a hat on.
Well, it's get knocked off. The
Oh,
hat
wow.
is placed instead.
Okay.
And then the mannequin goes back into its old stance and becomes frozen again. Do you continue your, what you were doing, or do you
No,
stop?
of course I take a step back and I'm like, what the hell is this? I freaking hat on, putting a hat on my head, like I try and take the hat off.
You can't. No matter how you push and pull at the hat, it's still there. Glued to your head.
Nick's like, just does as much as he can to try and pull it off, like clearly showing signs of distress. Not my hair! No!
Yeah, no matter how you tug at it, it just doesn't want to move.
I like wrestling with it, like flopping all over the room, like.
What the fuck?
I told you Bella would protect me. Beware of my power sleeve.
The hell is this?
A hat.
The witch's curse is upon you, demon. Get away.
A hat is a curse.
Depends on how ugly it is.
Nick looks like really kind of like, oh no you didn't, like Illyria, like I can't believe you just said that.
I think
Like,
Let's see if we can get this off you, alright?
it's like a big floppy sun hat, and Nick is not flattering in any way. Like he scoops the hat of disguise off the ground. It's like, Illyria, this does not look flattering.
Okay, let me be real. I think Nyx could absolutely rock this with like, some like black like bathing attire.
Are you saying that in person?
Yeah.
No, that's just me.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
It is just a hat. Let us move on for now, perhaps.
No, like clearly
Let it
she is
be a mannequin.
protecting those mannequins for whatever reason. And this mannequin came to life when I tried to move the girl out of the way, and just got put on my head. And now I have another hat that it's covering my hair, and I rather not have it on, but I can't remove it. So clearly there's something fucky going on over there, and I need to know.
Yeah, do I know this sun hat?
What?
Do I know this sun hat? Maybe.
It's a big floppy black sun hat on my head.
Right here.
I'm pretty sure
It's-
how much it would be familiar with.
It's
Bella's wardrobe.
well, sure. It's a sun hat you have seen in her wardrobe before, and you have been warned not to wear it, and she has never worn it. She just owns it.
Can we figure out if this hat's cursed?
I'm pretty sure it's cursed.
That was very dumb.
Well, I was trying to move her out of the way. Okay, I had it all in hand. She closed her eyes. I was going to scoop her, toss her on the bed, and then investigate the mannequins. But no, you're all like, oh, Nyx, don't do anything without our consent.
I mean, they kind of told you so.
Okay, yes, that's true. In hindsight, of course, now we know. But what happens if it was something that held a secret? You can't just say that.
Then it would most likely have been the frog, not a mannequin.
Well, we can't know that. Clearly, she was protective of something. And protective, especially when she's charmed by these hags, means something. She was ordered to protect them for a reason. And if we are trying to play a game of hags, maybe this is a source of power. I couldn't know without information. But just leaving things to their own devices, even if I do have to end up with a floppy, disgusting hat on my head, it's still something we should be doing.
Just a hat.
I think it's time for another 10 minutes. Right? To make if he can remove it, that's a telltale sign of a magical item that is not how it should be.
Nyx does like the biggest sigh and like his shoulders deflate. He goes, "Oh, fine, I'll get my book again."
Should we move out of here first? Just in case.
Yeah, you should leave, or else more cursed.
I'm not scared of you for the moment. Please be quiet. More for the picture, in case that is able to come to life again.
Nyx identifies the hat.
You're just gonna remain in the
You're just
room.
gonna fucking sit. Okay, Jeffco's gonna move out.
I'm gonna read viciously.
Okay. Just sit down on the silly, plump, and soft ottoman, and you bring out your book. And the girl remains there in the spot, kind of frozen, continuing to protect the mannequins. Is anybody gonna do anything important for the next 10 minutes?
Not
Jeffco's
really.
will just like be outside here because he doesn't want to stay in the room with a picture and just keep an eye out for anything. To be honest.
Okay.
I guess Illyria's gonna watch in the room, just watch the painting and the mannequin.
Superstitious. Are you just imagining things, or were they moving? Yeah. It's
Did
not
Nyx
really
get hat on
fun
himself?
when inanimate objects that resemble humanoid creatures suddenly come to life. There is a certain nightmarish tint to it, for sure. And it's a very tense 10 minutes as everybody is like keeping an eye out against everything and anyone. But in those 10 minutes, after those 10 minutes, indeed, Nyx, you learn some things about the hat you're wearing.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my god.
I become afraid of the dark. Oh shit.
God.
I just fell asleep.
Oh,
It become-
God.
Cannot be removed. Oh, you can't put on any other hats as well.
Ah, God, this is freaking terrible. Nyx like says, "Well, this just won't do. Above all, it's still not my style, but it's a very interesting item."
And for something, and you take the hat off.
No, I need to cast a spell here. I just so happens to have one thing to allow me to get rid of this hat. It's again eating into our resources, but nevertheless, I can't continue to wear this and deal with the fact that I will be more prone to your sister's fear effects as well as darkness and such. I can't have that happen. So
Right.
I have ways of countermeasuring that.
countermeasuring or removing?
Not the hat, but fear. Similar effects.
I think it's easier if I just remove it completely.
Agreed. Or if you never had it on the first place.
Nyx
Okay,
like
okay.
shoots Jivkos like shots fired. Like, I can't believe you've done this. And kind of like even looks even more deflated. Like, oh no, these are the consequences of my actions, and someone's calling me out on it. And he reaches into the pouch, kind of like a sulky little kid, you know, like, don't tell me what you do. Get your pop. And like pulls out a scroll.
Oh my god.
And goes, waggles the scroll in front of Jivkos and goes, and
He just looks confused.
just like, you know, like a really petulant child, like, and just like reads like with a grumpy tone the Coptic runes, of a greater restoration scroll that he's had for a while. And
He's so petty!
He's
so
such a petty
petty.
shit, and Jim
Yeah.
is not for it.
he's just like looking up and down, looking around the room like I shouldn't be able to read this.
Oh my
Like
god.
hating all the pink that is all around you, and
Exactly,
seeing
like-
Bella like smirk at you all the while.
Yeah, it's like Nyx is like blushing in sort of like
Pink.
feeling like a kid, like feel like he's been made a fool of,
Oh
and
my god, guys, Nyx has been called out on his shit.
I know, and like he reads the Coptic runes not with any elegance or grace, but basically spits it as if he's like just and
Yeah. The soul energy that has been placed inside the very paper of the scroll burns up, and a bright white light shines from it as the hat just falls down from your head and lands at your feet.
would I know that removing the greater removing the item, would it remove all its function? It removes the curse entirely, or just removes it off my head and I can place it on someone else's head if I wanted to?
It removes all the effects.
Okay, so now it's just a sun hat.
It's just a sonnet.
Okay, then Nyx like looks down at the hat and like defiantly looks around at the group of people, probably smirking and at Nyx being a freaking intolerant child, and just like in another act of defiance, like I can do this. He grabs the sun hat and puts it on his head again, and like crosses his hands like.
Chipkos just looks confused. I'm here.
Well, that's taken care of. We have places to be, don't we?
Yes.
I'm getting a little bit tired being played around with as much as we are.
Wasting time. These hags want us to do.
Lightning is itching inside of my blood. Please, can we not just end this all?
Let's kill them.
Yes, I don't want to say it in that kind of manner, but yes, we need to end this. They're clearly playing with us.
Hamartia, where should we go? If we just wish to confront.
Cookie?
Cookie? She gone again?
Cookie! I want to eat you!
I think so. What? Making Yoey fucking jealous, god. Does Mike stop working or?
I don't know.
He's just disappeared.
Yeah, anyway.
Out into the hall then? Out of here.
Do we need another random conversation to fill the void?
About
You know what, right? These hags are gonna think we're certifiably insane because we just keep drifting off into the random
No, I think they just think we've got
conversation.
ADHD.
Cookie, you there?
Cookie.
Cookie.
Muted?
Cookie man. Cookie the man the cookie.
Okay.
Little hag child.
Haglet.
Wait, you just take control of Hamatia. We're gonna go.
Okay.
Hamatia knows where we go.
Yeah, that's true. Don't worry, I will lead you in the right direction.
The right direction.
The right, right direction.
Way then, oh
How the
Hamartia.
fuck do you make the Hamatia sounds?
Like
What do you
that?
mean?
It's pretty good.
Oh, Cookie's back.
Oh, he's back.
What do you
Cookie?
mean? Which sound?
Please.
Lead the way. We're going to confront them. We're tired of playing their game.
I see. Well then, my friend. I shall lead on to the quickest way.
Oh, to kill a hag.
We should probably make preparations here.
What preparations?
If we are looking to drink any elixirs, now's the time.
I shall wait until it is needed.
Right then. Bexxy, I shall move carefully with my sleeping bag.
Oh,
Gone this way.
Martia. Are you looking for me? I am right over here.
Or is it?
The voice is pretty muffled. Definitely Morgantha's voice. And is coming straight from the west.
Oh,
Hamada is going to draw her knife out. Do not worry, mother. I'm coming to take what is rightfully mine.
You can certainly try. Like, it's strange because the voice is very similar to Amartya's, but like has a sudden, like another pitch and another inflection. But it does sound in a way like Amartya. Her heritage is certainly showing. Or Morgantha's relationship to Amartya. It's coming from the straight west.
This might be a trap, my friends. Marta is going to open the door.
Okay. The door is unlocked.
Hello.
A white
Mother.
marble fireplace holds the centerpiece of this living room, its mantel decorated with porcelain plates, vases, and figurines. Looming above it all is a stuffed horned stag head. The wallpaper above the oak panels is an interesting color mixture of mustard brown background with a pattern of pastel pink sprawling lilies and vines. The floor is covered by green carpet with an intricate mustard yellow pattern, and sitting on yet another black and white carpet is a sofa and two armchairs stuffed in hot pink and velvet cloth with frilly, creamy pillows. A dark and low table sits before them, bereft of items. The opposite wall is covered by various paintings of different sizes and different frames depicting children, cottages, and landscapes. Among them are two more soft heads, these of a brown and a black bear. There are 4 cabinets here, each painted lilac-tinted pink, and the two which sits underneath the window's frame with heavy yellow curtains displays various dainty potted plants. And lounging within this color explosion without a care in the world is Morgantha. She has her hands stretched out along the backrest of the sofa, her legs propped up on the table before her, and she drops her head back over the edge of the sofa so she can look at you from upside down, with her hair a streak of brown reaching towards the floor. And with a crooked and amused smile on her face, upside down, she says, "I hope you're enjoying yourself properly in my manner."
I don't see. Why shouldn't I? After all, it is quite a novel idea to have a great tour of a place you're about to burn down. By the way, Mother, there are no needs for fake illusion here. You can show your true self, your true, ugly, vile self.
Now, don't be unpleasant. This is my true self, before I aged. frustrating fact about life, but yet there are ways to move past it.
Now, I remember you used to tell me stories here when I was a young pup. It would be a shame to burn it. If I'm all honest, it would be a shame to burn you, but you see, it's out of my hands. And I'm going to look to Nyx.
Dinks, are you like being trepidatious in the hallway, not wanting to go over the threshold, or?
No, it's just I was listening and not looking.
You see, Mother, there are a lot of people you've made bad choices about. And a lot of people who wish a reckoning be brought upon you. Barovia itself wishes so. The spirit you trapped wishes so. It chose me.
Shows you. Don't be silly. It just wants its oh so precious freedom. But it's not getting out of my hand. Not anytime soon. That's for sure. And you, a half-baked witch, couldn't even if they tried.
You know, I may not be a witch, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I'd rather be something else. I'd rather be a guardian. And I'd rather you be dead. So why don't you call up my sisters and we can finish this little farce?
Haven't you learned by now? You're in my house, daughter, and you're playing by my rules! And as she says that, she disappears. And every piece of furniture around you comes alive as the door slams shut behind Nyx. And we're going to end tonight's episode.
Okay!
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I have a question for you. Why is it always the furniture that's attacking us?
I mean, it's right there. What can I do? What can I say?